This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 278, 2006 Makeover, Step 1. Get Your Accounts in Order, by Ramit Sethi of IWillTeachYouToBeRich.com. And I am Dan, your host and narrator here on Optimal Finance Daily. I'm here each Monday through Friday, reading to you from some of the best personal finance blogs on the planet. And a happy Wednesday to you. Today, I am starting a series from our friend Ramit Sethi that he called A Financial Makeover. Now, there's multiple parts to this one, so I'll read the first 3 steps over the next 3 days. And while this was from 2006 and does mention specific dates, the principles behind it definitely hold up, and the post is still going to make sense, so don't let those dates bother you. And with that out of the way, let's get right to it as we optimize your life. 2006 Makeover, Step 1. Get Your Accounts in Order, by Ramit Sethi of IWillTeachYouToBeRich.com. Last week, I wrote an article about getting your finances organized for 2006 called I'm Going to Kick Some Personal Finance Yours. Today, we're going to start 2006 off by getting your money organized. Here's the deal. We'll begin step by step, starting with your spending. Where are you spending money? Getting your accounts straightened out. Are you paying fees? And getting ready to divide your money into different buckets, like saving and investing, etc. Getting your budget stuff will be hard, but it will be worth it. Once you do it for the first time, it's infinitely easier afterwards. Then, in the next few weeks, we'll get into the growth mode where you can take your discretionary money and start investing it. I'll help you figure out what kind of investment vehicles make sense, stocks, bonds, retirement accounts, etc., depending on your situation. Along the way, I hope you add comments to these posts, asking questions and telling us what other personal finance stories you've heard about from your friends, etc. The cool thing is that everyone can see and learn from it. What to do by next Tuesday, January 17th. 1. Get all your investable money in one place. 3 hours. First, I want you to figure out exactly how much you have to invest. This is money you want to put away for the short term, 1 to 3 years, maybe for a house or a car, and money you don't need for a long time, like 5+ years. Now, one of the biggest barriers to getting started is having money in 15 different places. You should also get this in one account so that it's easy to reach. Note, if your money is already in some place like a mutual fund, please don't sell it just so you can get it in one place. You would think I wouldn't have to say that, but if you don't think investing is important, just get your money in one place anyway. I'll show you why it's worth your time a little later. Bottom line, get all your investable money in one place. Number 2, figure out how much you're spending per week. 4 hours. Second, I want you to understand how much you're spending per week and what you're spending it on. This is hard. If you already have a budget in Quicken, Money, or something else, great. It's just a few clicks to get the info. But since 99.99% of people don't, you'll have to reconstruct what you spent in December. Here's how to do it. Write down your current income. Write down what you currently spend in different categories like going out, clothes, food, car insurance, gas, etc. Keep it simple. Just include the stuff you spend money on, have a miscellaneous category for stuff you don't account for, and if you don't know about your taxes, leave it blank. I have about 10 categories total. Write down what you want to be spending per week in those categories. Start crying. Don't worry, we'll fix that part. 3, make sure you're not paying fees on your bank account or credit card. 1 hour. For credit cards, call your credit card company and make sure you have a card with no annual fee. The only reason you should have a fee is that the cost of $65 or whatever is outweighed by the benefits you get, like tons of free miles, etc. This is hardly ever the case with the spending habits of our age group. If your card has a fee, get a no-fee credit card. More information in my previous article, all about credit cards. For bank accounts, call your bank and make sure you're not paying any fees. If you're a student, tell them that and politely but firmly ask to be switched to a no-fee, no-minimum account. If the bank says they can't offer that, use my no-fee, no-minimum strategy. 4, get your credit report. It's free. 30 minutes. Because of a new law, you're entitled to get your free credit report once a year. Your credit report will show you what accounts you have open and your credit history. Check this for errors. They happen a lot and are very, very bad. Get your credit report at annualcreditreport.com. Note, this is not your credit score, which costs $30. I strongly encourage you to get your credit score, even though it costs a little money. This will tell you exactly what creditors are using to evaluate your loans and interest rates. Get your credit score at transunion.com. 5. Open a high-interest bank account. 30 minutes. Your bank's interest rate is probably about 0.5% APY, which sucks. open a high-interest savings account, which will get you a better rate. The two best ones are at emigrantdirect.com and Capital One 360, formerly ING Direct. Both are no minimum and no fee savings accounts. You transfer your money online and it's safe. That will take us through to next Tuesday. I posted this today so you'd have 4 business days to get this stuff done. You just listened to the post titled 2006 Makeover, Step 1, Get Your Accounts in Order by Ramit Sethi of IWillTeachYouToBeRich.com. And there were a bunch of helpful links in the article, so I would definitely recommend checking those out. We have this post linked in this episode's description and at oldpodcast.com. Now, you might have noticed that there's a recurring theme with a lot of these articles, which mention you should try tracking your spending. It's a really good idea to know how much you're bringing in and how much you're sending out every month. And we can help you with that for free. We've got a free spreadsheet and video tutorial for you just for signing up for our weekly newsletter at oldpodcast.com. Plus, you'll be entered to win books every month as well. So come by and join. It's a great way to support this podcast free of charge, and that is at oldpodcast.com. You can enter your email address there to get a bunch of tools from us for free. And we'll hear Ramit's next step of the financial makeover tomorrow. So I'll see you there in the Thursday show, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more from incredible bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, Mark and Angel, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, we'll start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Finance Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.